I respect women. Me? You. I'm not around. I'm serious. I'm serious! That's going into a cringe compilation, isn't it? Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I hope I didn't scare you with how good of a fighter I am, but you know, today's videos got me a little heated. I had to get out of my system before we start talking about it. I can't help it, okay? So today's video, we are gonna be talking about Danis. I don't even know who this guy is, besides the fact that now I see him all over my Twitter. Danis is some type of boxer, something, who f***ing cares? So in October, there's going to be a fight with Logan Paul, who I don't really care about either, not a huge fan, and Danis. And for some reason, the punching bag of the whole situation is Logan Paul's fiance, who I don't really know much about. Apparently, because she's a girl, we just need to, you know, make her feel like shit. Now, before we get into this, I just want you all to know that I don't know much about Danis, and I don't know much about Logan Paul's fiance, but I do know about Logan Paul because, obviously we all know that he found a dead body. He has done a lot of really crappy music, and he's also done a bunch of scams. And he has a really mid energy drink. With all that being said, I'm not really a fan of any of these people. The only one that I don't have any problems with is Logan Paul's fiance. I mean, marrying him is quite an interesting choice, but I'm not going to judge you too hard for it. I mean, he's got that money. So right here we have Logan Paul. He's best known for being a YouTuber, Viner. If you guys remember Vine, I don't know if anybody does, but it existed at one point. He is 28 years old and he's 6'2". And right here we have Danis, and he is a martial artist. He is 30 years old and acting like he's probably 11 years old, I would say. Maybe even younger. I've seen 11-year-olds be more mature than this. And the other person in this story is Nina Agdal. I have no idea how to say your freaking name. I don't really know much about her. I know that she's a model, and she's been a model for years, and she is currently 31 years old as of making this video. Well, now that we've seen every single person that we're going to be talking about, let's get into why I'm even making a video on this. So Logan Paul's doing a fight with Danis. It's going to be in October. Who cares? These YouTuber fights, or just fights in general, I'm kind of over. And Danis has seen the opportunity to make the fight exciting, I guess, to people. And the way he's gone about it is really cool and mature. I mean, it's like, what is he going to do? Make fun of Logan Paul? Nah, let's not make fun of Logan Paul. Because, like, you know, that's the person that you're fighting. Let's make fun of the person that is not even involved in the situation. So to help sell tickets, what Danis has done is he's taken Logan Paul and he said, I'm going to go focus on your fiance instead. And I'm going to see all the men that she's ever been around or has done anything sexual with, and I'm going to slut-shame her for months. A 30-year-old man who's probably been with quite a lot of women in his life, and maybe even men. A 30-year-old man is like, I'm gonna go slut-shame this woman that has nothing to do with the fight at all, besides that she's gonna get married to a guy that's doing the fight. That's like the same idea as being like, oh, well, that's your mother, and I'm gonna fight you, so I'm just gonna go and make fun of your mother for months and months, because, you know, she's like the person that gave birth to you. She's involved in your life, so she's a target now. I feel like when you're gonna do a fight, you should focus on the people that are included in the fight, because not everyone is included in the fight. There are so many things to say about Logan Paul. Crypto scam, dead body, annoying. But instead he's like, no, I just want to focus on your fiance and your relationship and try to make it fall apart, and also just in general make her feel like a piece of shit because she's been with other people in the past. The reality is that it doesn't matter how many people she's been with in the past. She's with him now, and you bringing this up is just to shame her for being with people in the past, and to also try to make the relationship fall apart, which is really gross. I don't understand people's logic with trying to be like, oh my god, a girl's been with a person before she was with you. Oh my god, that's insane. When, like, guys get praised for being with women, they're like, oh my god, you were with a girl last night? That's f***ing sick, dude. Oh my god. But when girls have done it, it's like, oh my god, what a whore. Oh, gross. And the reality is, it shouldn't be that way. It's absolutely disgusting that people have this Andrew Tate sneako mindset where they're like, girl bad, guys good, girl good if you fuck girl, but don't marry girl because she's not a virgin. But you can have sex with as many girls as you want, and you can have as many wives as you want, but if they're not a virgin and you marry them, ooh, big stinky, not good. And that's pretty much Danis's point. Since August 8th, Dillon Danis has been harassing Logan Paul's fiance. And some people might say, well, all he's doing is posting photos of her with guys that are already public information. And he's posting modeling pictures of her where she's half naked or fully naked. I mean, what's wrong with that? Well, the reality is that he knows exactly what he's doing. He's trying to make people be like, oh my God, she was with another guy. Logan, watch out. She's a red flag. She had sex with other people. She dated men before you. Oh my God. Oh my God, she's a model too and she's taking provocative photos. Logan, run. It's no surprise that she's taking provocative photos. She's a model. That's what she does. It's funny to me because by this logic, wouldn't Dillon Danis also have to be like a virgin for him not to be considered a whore or a slut? If I were to find a bunch of photos of Dillon Danis's mom before she met her husband or whoever she ended up with and post them on the internet and be like, oh my God, dude, your mom was with a freaking other person before she was with your dad. Oh my God, what a whore. Wouldn't that be kind of weird? I just always get bothered by this because the reality is that a lot of people have dated a lot of people and some people maybe had hoe phases where they went and partied more. Who cares? As long as it's two adults that are consenting, whose place is it to judge? Logan Paul's relationship with his fiance is between them, no one else. And for this grown man that's in his 30s and everyone on Twitter that's joining in to just constantly harass her for months is disgusting. It's really just giving this attitude of women are not good. Women are whores. Men can't be whores because men, the more women that you get with, cool. But women getting with men before they were like, I don't understand. By that logic, wouldn't men not be able to get with any girls because they're just making all the girls into whores? Like, and then you'll just be bitter about that? Like, what the do you want? What do you want? This is so dumb. I understand that he's probably just doing all this harassment to try to promote the fight and get as much attention as he can get. And quite honestly, it's kind of worked. I mean, I'm entertained by it. I'm not happy about it, but I am like, oh man, I really want to see Dillon Danis get his ass kicked. You have me rooting for Logan Paul. What the I don't want to be rooting for Logan Paul, but you have me rooting for Logan Paul. You have me rooting for Logan. You have me rooting for Logan Paul. What the I'm fine. I was acting. Yeah. But for real, I've never wanted to see someone get punched more. And maybe that's his strategy and maybe it's working. But there's so many people just promoting this. And, oh God, let's just get into it because I haven't even gotten into it. I'm going into fight mode, so let me wear my awesome shades. Punch, punch, punch. Right here we have Dillon Danis' Twitter. And since August 8th, and now it is currently September 4th, he's been tweeting about Logan Paul's fiance nonstop. And believe it or not, she has not said a single word. Now, I do want to say that apparently Logan Paul or Jake Paul said something about Dillon Danis' like girlfriend at one point, like one time 3 or 2 years ago. And I just want to say, that's also not cool. Like, you shouldn't be throwing people's girlfriends or family into the fight. That's just bullshit. If you have beef with each other, that is beef between you guys. But to throw family into it is just, it's a line that shouldn't be crossed. Especially when it comes to slut-shaming women as a whole. I think that's absolutely disgusting. But I felt like I needed to address that because a lot of people are going to be like, well, Logan and Jake Paul said one thing about his girlfriend. There's a difference about saying one thing one time about somebody, which is still not acceptable, and tweeting for several months about somebody's fiance, photos nonstop, and just trying to make them feel bad, and then sending your viewers by doing that at them. Maybe Dillon's not saying, oh, my viewers, go attack Logan Paul's fiance, but he knows that that's going to happen. That's just the reality of it. And when you keep on doing it, it's gonna keep on happening. I mean, they have the freaking Andrew Tate fans. Oh, and I didn't mention this yet, but Dillon Danis and Andrew Tate are friends. And right here we have a photo of Logan Paul's fiance and Leonardo DiCaprio before they were together. Wow. Even if they hooked up, whose business is that? Whose business is that? It doesn't matter. So that's August 8th. Let's just slowly scroll up and see how many photos he finds more. Okay, here we have Logan Paul's fiance kissing a guy with tongue. Wow, that's awesome. I mean, it's like, okay, people have been together. I don't really know what to say about that. Then we have FouseyTube actually coming at Dillon Danis for, bringing Logan Paul's fiance into this. But to be quite honest, I kind of agree with Dillion on this one. FouseyTube is not probably the person to be standing up for women when he's gotten with drunk women at airports. And if you don't know about that, you can just watch my video. But I mean, if it was anybody else saying what Fousey said, I would agree. But since it's Fousey, I don't know. Probably not the best person to have standing up for you. This is August 10th, and he posted another photo of her kissing some guy. Okay. August 10th again, here's another photo of her with a guy. Right here we have Logan Paul and his old friend Dwarf Mamba, and then Logan Paul and his fiance. And what he's doing right here is trying to compare his fiance to Dwarf Mamba is the joke. And that was also August 10th. And she said nothing, by the way, during all of this. August 10th again, here's a photo of her and a guy at some beach, whatever. See, I don't know why he doesn't just focus on shit like this, where Logan Paul's emo or whatever. I guess the reality is it doesn't get as many likes as harassing some random woman. So he's just gonna harass a woman because, you know, that's funny and he has an Andrew Tate fan base. So it's just gonna make his fan base be like, yeah, women are bad. I agree, Dillion. Absolutely. I mean, one time I talked to a girl and she didn't like me, so ugh. What a whore. This is all fair game when he's like taking up stuff from Logan Paul's past and being like that. But like when you're bringing some random person into it, just because they're marrying somebody that's involved, it just doesn't feel okay. Right here we have a photoshopped image of Logan Paul walking in on his wife getting banged by people is pretty much what I'm assuming this joke is supposed to be. And this is from August 13th. So right here we have a video that Danis posted where it's Logan Paul's fiance with other people before she knew Logan Paul. And some of them she is kissing and stuff, but the reality is that they weren't together. Whose business is this? Like, I guess you can be like, yeah, it exists, but like, what are you trying to get across? Yeah, they hooked up with people. Big whoop-de-doo. What are you, fucking 10? This is actually so fucked up. This is fucked up. They're saying like he's waiting in line. Bro, like I understand you're trying to promote your fight, but like this girl has literally said nothing about this. Like, yeah, you might see it as like, oh, I'm picking on Logan because Logan's a bad guy and I'm gonna fight him and I want to sell tickets. But the person that's taking a lot of damage emotionally and everything for this is his fiance, who's literally done absolutely nothing. Wow, she had a life before she met him. Like, why the fuck do you care? Like this, it's actually so weird. Here's August 13th where she's with another random guy and it's just a photo. Like this guy's so desperate for fucking attention that he has to keep on posting any photo of her with a guy. What do you think he's trying to get across here if this is all he's posting about for the last couple of months? Right here we have him celebrating that Andrew Tate followed him back. For most people, this would be a reason to walk into traffic and die. But for Danis, this makes him really rock hard. This is a photo of Logan Paul kissing a guy. Okay, who cares? What year are you living in, dude? And right here we have Logan Paul's fiance taking a photo with some random guy that probably asked her for a photo. Wow. You've never taken a photo with people before, Dillion? Like, come on, dude. All right, this is a guy pouring alcohol into her mouth. Whose business is this? Like, really, why does it matter? Right here, we have a photoshopped image of Dillion and Logan Paul's fiance. Like, this is just weird. It's been going on for so long. Right here, we have Logan Paul's fiance with somebody else before they were together. Wow. I mean, the photos just keep on going on. I mean, he'll just find any photo of her with a guy. Sometimes they are kissing. Most of the time, they're just, you know, taking a photo together. Then they'll have images like this where it's photoshopped of her, like, pretty much, you know, on a casting couch and people are taking turns. And just more photos of her meeting people and taking photos, which there's nothing wrong with. Here's a clip he linked from Ridiculousness when she was featured on an episode.
Are there any foods that make either of you gag?
My gag reflex is pretty strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to say,
Okay.
it'll take
Okay.
a lot.
Okay, okay. Wait, you went further.
Okay. We're talking.
Who cares? The reality is that they weren't together and she was being silly. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, it feels like an obsession at this point. Like, oh my God, a girl said her gag reflex is like good and then she laughed about it. What? That's like a guy making a joke about like, oh man, like I'm really good at sex or whatever. It's like most people have made jokes like that. It's not super uncommon to make sexual jokes, dude. Like, leave your house. Oh my God. Here's a random photo of some guy looking through something that looks like a vagina. It's not a vagina, but it looks like it would be one. I can't really show it, I don't think. Pretty much saying that his fiance has been, you know, used. Also him just trying to slut shame her again. I mean, some of these are obviously like humorous and then it's like, oh, her with like an alien that's all blown up. This one's kind of interesting. She's with the guy from the All American Rejects. But as I said before, they weren't together. So like, why does it matter? So it just keeps on going on. Like there's just like a huge amount of tweets that have to do with her. I don't want to go over every single one of them because it's too much to honestly go over. Let's see when it ends though. It looks like he's tweeting about like 4 or 5 tweets a day about her. So let's see if it eventually ends. No. It just keeps going on and on. And we're only at August 21st. So that's a huge reason that I cannot keep on going through every single one of these. There's way too many. A lot of them are just her meeting people and stuff, but he's trying to play up like, oh my God, she was next to a guy. Uh-oh, she must have done stuff with him. And that leads us to 8 hours ago from this video being filmed, and he's still posting about her. So it's currently been 1 whole month of this guy just constantly every day posting photos of her, trying to make her look like she's been with every single guy in the world. And a lot of these people will defend this situation by being like, well, these are public photos and he's not saying anything mean. He's just posting them. He knows what he's doing. Like, come on. What the fuck, man? I don't know why I have to even explain this. It's so obvious. What else does he get out of this besides harassing her and trying to sell tickets? I also have to say, he posted this 4 hours ago, and it's some guy that's, you know, obviously in critical condition, it looks like, who looks like Logan Paul, and he's just making a joke out of this random person, like, you know, that actually was in a pretty terrible situation. So I'm just gonna say, it kind of seems like it's in bad taste, but obviously people will praise it because it currently has 10,000 likes, so people are eating up all this harassment and shit. Like, see, this is a prime example of the hypocrisy that this guy has. Remember this, girls, none of you can be first, but all of you can be next. So he's pretty much saying that he could like be with all these girls, but when Logan Paul's fiance has been with other people before they were together, that's a problem. So by your logic, you should never find somebody that you could settle down with because you've been with other people before that. So I made a post about this on Twitter, and a bunch of people got upset with me that were, you know, supporting Dillion, of course. And I just want to show you a prime example of how these people act. Right here, we have one of the supporters of Dillion Danis that was getting upset with me for what I said. And let's just look through all of his images. He's just trying to harass Logan Paul's fiance as well. Just scrolling through this guy's Twitter, I just constantly see stuff about it. It's just weird, man. Like, I get it, for a lot of people this is just entertainment and stuff, but this is like a real person. Like, she's just a real person and she's not involved in the situation besides being with somebody that's gonna do a fight. It's so weird. So right here is the video of Logan Paul's fiance saying that she needs dick, pretty much. I don't know how else to word it. That's literally what she's saying. I just want to say though, the reality is that a lot of people have moments where they say, I want to fuck. Maybe not usually in a video form. They're not like, oh man, I really want to fuck or anything. But it happens, all right? People, believe it or not, this is crazy, get horny. Especially when they're in their 30s. I know. It's crazy. I'm assuming that this video was on her like close friends list as well. Like, I'd be very surprised if anybody, let alone a very big public figure, would ever post this like to their whole like social media, you know? I assume that this was like a close friend video that was, you know, sent out to people that she knew, and then, you know, they screen recorded it and somehow gave it to Dillion or whatever, and he uploaded it. That's just my assumption though. With that being said, I do believe this clip is cringe, but it's still like harmless, and whatever, she wanted to get dick at one point and she didn't get any. It happens. Like, oh my god.
By the way, I'm very proud of myself. This is the longest I've ever gone without sex since I started.
Oh, well, I have her beat. I've been going for like 4 or 5 years. Not to flex.
I am struggling. I need penis.
She kind of does look like she's withdrawing without it, though. I'm gonna be honest. She genuinely might actually need penis to survive.
I need penis inside of me.
Oh my gosh, it's graphic.
All I want is like a big fat sausage. Just
sausage sounds delicious.
destroying my body.
Oh, she meant a penis again.
So if any of you guys know a good dick
Oh my
that doesn't have STDs on it, I'll take it.
Alright, obviously a cringe video. I'll admit it. That was cringe. Dillion, I'll give you that. It still doesn't matter. She wanted dick at one point. Oh my god, she was horny. What the fuck? I'm sorry, but a lot of people get horny in life. It's pretty common. To make a video and post it on your Instagram or whatever, even if it's on your friend's story, a little weird. I wouldn't personally do that. But like, this still genuinely doesn't matter. And to help you understand how big of a situation this is, just this video alone that Dillion posted has 137 million views. So apparently people really care about this drama. But to me, this drama just feels so fucking stupid. Like, it just feels like trying to put a woman down, like, for no reason. Like, yeah, sure, oh, it's stupid, it's a bad clip, it's cringy. This whole narrative is just putting out that girls can't be sexual, but if a guy does it, it's cool. That's the vibe I'm getting from this whole situation. Right here we have KSI and Logan Paul talking about Dillion Danis and how he's coming after Logan Paul's fiance and etc.
But do you think he's gone too far?
I think well, I guess for his point of view, he's going to be like, oh, all's fair in love and war. You know what I mean? But I think for him, it's just been relentless, man. And I feel like it's a line that's being crossed. For you, it's like, why doesn't he just focus on you? He's fighting you.
Yo,
essentially.
He's attacking an uninvolved third party, a woman. Yeah. And I get it, all is fair in love and war.
Yeah.
But sort of, because I even look at myself and I go, the amount of dirt I have on Dillion just sitting in my phone, the amount
Yeah.
of people who fucking hate this guy. But do I want to go there? About his
Yeah,
mom,
yeah,
his relatives,
yeah.
his sister, his cousins.
Like,
do especially
I
his
feel like-
mother. Like,
I
do
feel
I
like-
want to do that?
So yeah, I agree. It's just weird. Like if he said like one or two things, I could probably let it slide. But the reality is that he's been doing this for a month and it's been countless photos and videos and she hasn't said anything, nor is she involved. It's just weird. Like, yeah, maybe you see it as like a way to promote the fight. I'm sure that's what you see it as because it is working, because people now actually know your name and care now because of this situation. But it's such a weird thing. And it's also coming at like not only just her, but like all girls. And she doesn't deserve that. And all girls don't deserve that at all. And it's just like, it's just weird. It's gross. And this is one of the last things Dylan Danis has done about the situation. Dylan was with Aiden Ross, who's like one of the biggest streamers on social media right now. And apparently he shows this picture that's not out on the internet of Logan Paul's fiance. So if I had to guess, it's a sexual image of Logan Paul's fiance that is not on the internet. So therefore, if he were to post this or just having it in general, it's probably a leaked image that she doesn't want out there. So it's pretty gross, dude. That's actually disgusting.
Bro! Can I ask you a question? Like,
Oh, no.
no.
I know.
Like, can I say that? Like, who?
I don't know. Is that even worse?
All right.
Yeah.
Bro, what the bro?
So you know I'm not lying?
Bro, what the bro?
I told you I wasn't lying. No? Now you
Did you see his ass go for the high five? He really was like, yo, dude, yeah, I really have a leaked image of Logan Paul's fiance that she doesn't want out on the internet. Isn't that hilarious? You're not high-fiving me. Like, that's literally what he's laughing about right now and is all hyped about and all giddy about like a freaking kid in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby. Oh my God, I have a leaked image of a girl. Bro, that's fucking creepy. Like, think about somebody that's close in your life that people could have leaked images of. Like, that's not cool. Like, if you were in that situation, that's fucking disgusting. And that's pretty much where this situation ends. I think it's pretty gross. I'm gonna be honest, if you weren't able to tell by this whole video of me yelling about how this guy's a piece of shit. I do want to say, not the biggest fan of Logan Paul. So people that are gonna say, Johnny, you just love Logan Paul so much. No. I don't care. As for Dylan Danis, I think he's a fucking immature 30-year-old man. And he just acts like a dick-riding Andrew Tate fan. To Logan's fiance, I'm sorry that you're dealing with this. That's pretty disgusting and you don't deserve it. And I hope more people actually stand up against this guy because this is just disgusting and not okay. But I do have to give it to him. Dylan Danis is probably doing this just to market the fight, and to be quite honest, I did not give a fuck until he started doing this, and now I hope to God that Logan Paul actually beats the shit out of him. I don't want Dylan to die. I just want him to be severely hurt, and that's pretty much where I stand on this situation. Let me know your thoughts down below. Be sure to like this video, and you can check out all my merch and all my social media. It is linked down below. It really helps support the channel. I appreciate it a lot. You can also check out my music at Spotify/Johnny Guilbert, and I will see you in the next video. Stay up and out, crap, life's a bitch, don't quit, and peace out, thug pugs. Bye!